Okay, so one of the other playtesters showed me a version of this build. I just made like a few little tweaks. It uses the full Luminari epic set. Instead, should be able to farm to Shattered Realm 70 pretty easily. So that got me curious. So I thought I'd do a Doom review because I had a version of the build with less health and it was just worse. But it was very old, and now that it's been updated, it's pretty good. So I thought I'd do a quick Doom review of using the Luminari set and other complementary things. Grim tools will be in the description as always. I feel like I'm not going to say that every video because people should just figure out that's how it works. But anyways, I'm just going to do another half run through Shattered Realm 65 just to showcase the build while I give my thoughts. I probably should use displacement, that's just his choice. I'll probably swap that out for displacement as well. I'm not a fan of the disengage runes, though reducing your enemy's OA, which this version does with it, is nice. But one thing that's nice about this build is it's extremely simple. There are very few buttons to press. I mean, you could even get rid of Flashbang and just pump those skill points elsewhere if you wanted. Into your weapon pool skills and whatnot. Just go more damage without the DA reduction. The DA reduction is good, it's probably the best. Get your crits going. I'm probably not going to rate this build like extremely high, because I feel like there's very similar builds that do essentially the same exact thing, but better. I got really bad mutators though, so it's not really showcasing the full power of the build. Like, my damage is reduced, and they have elemental resist, so I'm actually going slower than the build would normally perform. But that being said, it's still pumping a good wallop for an epic set build. I think overall I'd give this build like a 7 out of 10, and like performance as well as my personal opinion of it. I swear that's not going to always be the case where my review matches the performance. There are probably some builds that don't perform as well but have a special place in my heart. Like 7 Mortar Trap builds, those are fun. But that being said, the 7 out of 10 is because not only do other full legendary builds do the like same exact gameplay but better. I find it a little dull, especially since it's not spectacular. I mean, I'm the kind of person that I do like god tier stuff, even if I get it nerfed as a playtester. And top tier stuff, like I do find that fun, but that's not what I need to have fun. I can find mid-tier stuff fun too, it just needs to feel special in some way. So a 7 out of 10 in performance and a 7 out of 10 in enjoyment, but that is worth, what I want to interrupt this to say is that's pretty good. For an epic set, getting a 7 out of 10 from me is really, really good. So you can't just think, oh, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 compared to all builds ever. So for an item that uses, for a build that uses that many epics, it's pretty fucking solid. So I actually highly recommend people that don't quite have the gear maybe to get it. You can trade legendaries for the gear. Also, I think there's less epic sets than legendaries. So using the transmute feature, you should be able to get the Luminari set easier than trying to get the legendary set you want, and it's cheaper. Instead of costing a Celestial Lotus, it costs Eldritch Essence. So it should be pretty obtainable, getting everything you need for this. The main things I would probably note. Ooh, I tanked that one on purpose. I wanted to see if I'd survive it actually, and I did. So that's good. Yeah, and the seal barely hurts. Yeah, Inquisitor Seal's OP. This build has it maxed out, which really helps. So one thing that really matters is getting really good rolls on your Shoulder Guard of Justice. I could have gotten even better rolls technically, but getting like the health rolls and the resists, and the armor all above average is very difficult. If you got like some sort of god tier rolled Justicar shoulders, that would probably help a lot. One of the reasons I didn't rate this build that highly is the overcaps on your resistances are not perfectly comfortable. If you high roll them, it definitely helps, but they could be a lot better. I don't know why I'm focusing on this guy, but I want him to die. But overall, it's about as good as you could ask for an epic set. That 80 stun resist and whatnot is nice. So basically, one thing that my friend was doing with it is, which you won't see reflected in Grim Tools if you just watch this video, because it's not updated yet, is he uses the new buff spider and full empty throne to some good effect. It's not to say that some other tweaks might make this build even better, but it's pretty nice. I'm gonna run the fuck out of there. Whoa. There we go. I'm gonna waste time killing Phoebius because he almost killed me. That's irritating. There we go. Wow, it spawned all the way over there. This map is cancer. Yeah, I need to get displacement too. But anyways, yeah, 7 out of 10. But it's definitely worth a go. I think, actually, I'm gonna up my personal entertainment value up to an 7.5, maybe even an 8, just because I have a fondness for the fact that it uses epic gear. The fact that it uses so many epics, I don't know, something about that tickles my fancy. I'm gonna have my finger ready to use an Aether Cluster. Yeah, let's go use it now. I want to get the Falderon down. Falderon. This is actually going really well. So yeah, the build's more robust than it looks thanks to Inquisitor Seal, despite the low overcaps. Wow, yeah, they did pretty darn great. I just didn't want that resist reduction fucking me. And voila. So I think if you saw me fighting 3 bosses at once in Shard 65, you can say the build's performance is pretty good. I actually might have to bump it up to an 8 out of 10 on both ratings. That's pretty solid. In multiplayer, this build's going to do really well. So that's about it. I like to leave these videos a little bit long, just so I can see what drops and share that. Wait a second! Holy shit! I just got Nex and Ortis in one go. Full set complete. Too bad I already have like 3 copies, but whatever. If anyone wants a free Nex and Ortis, hit me up. Hope you enjoyed the video.